thousands of frontline workers at the City of Toronto delivering services in Toronto's communities, very often to Toronto's most vulnerable. And broad strokes, of course, Local 79 supports many of the recommendations in this significant step forward in attempting to deal with the issue of income divide and poverty in the city. I wish to express my appreciation to both staff and politicians who have had insight enough to understand that it's time to begin addressing poverty in a very proactive way. The report has many recommendations with merit. So, as I said, it's a significant step forward as an interim report with lots of work left to be done. I will only make a few more comments, considering the time restraints and that there are a lot of people waiting to speak. Local 79 has been heavily engaged on issues of income inequality and poverty for the last number of years, from our support of the United Way Toronto to working with community groups in the initial consultations around this poverty reduction strategy. What we bring to the table, I think, is something unique, the voice of, as I said, frontline workers delivering services across Toronto's communities. We've distributed to you this morning a Local 79 member survey on poverty reduction to the Executive Committee this morning. Just to bring out one quote of this survey, one of our members said, "Not only do our members deliver services to people struggling with precarious work and underemployment, many also experience precarity, scheduling problems, and the reality of falling further and further behind, even as employees of the City of Toronto." So we call on the City of Toronto to be a model employer as it encourages other actors in the city to act on poverty issues. That being said, there is insight not only about how City of Toronto employees know they are living, but how others are living. So there's many insightful comments in the survey that we produce from our members. These are frontline workers seeing poverty and what poverty does to people every day as they deliver services. So our report mirrors some of the areas that the Poverty Reduction Strategy report looks at: employment, housing, access to city services, food security, transportation, and other themes emerged in the comments from our members as well, issues such as poor mental health, racism, language barriers, and obstacles for newcomers to the city. I'll only make one other broad comment, and that is, while there are many recommendations with merit in this report, it also takes political will and resources to make sure those recommendations are followed through and implemented. To quote the report, talks about poverty-sensitive budgeting, needs to create a mechanism that encourages decision-making environment in which the impact of budget choices on poverty is duly considered. Former City Manager Joe Pannichetti recognized